I'm a 24 female thinking of leaving my husband, a 30 male, after 4 years of marriage. The title is exactly what it sounds like. I'm considering leaving my husband. He doesn't contribute to chores around the house and plays games for hours every day. I have to remind him to do basic things like shower, chores, etc. I've told him multiple times that I don't want to parent him, and he'll do better for a day or two and then go right back to it. He only has 2 chores, dishes and trash, and we have a dishwasher. The problem is that he's neglected them for so long that we now have a fruit fly infestation and have to call pest control to come deal with it. I know I should have done something before it got this bad, but he kept reassuring me it would get done. He's also incredibly impulsive and spends money he knows we don't have. I'm between jobs at the moment and won't have any pay until July. I've also tried to communicate about this, but he shuts down when I try to talk to him about things that bother me. There are some other reasons, but these are the big ones. They've only recently become an issue in the last year or two. He's likely got undiagnosed ADHD. I can see the symptoms and know that these problems are an issue because of the ADHD. I also have ADHD and use coping strategies to deal with it. I've suggested coping strategies for him, but he says it won't work and won't even try. Him shutting down when I try to communicate with him means that I can't talk to him. He refuses to talk to me until I bottle it all up and explode, which he claims reinforces him not talking to me. I've suggested marriage counseling, which he claims we don't need. I do love him a lot, but these problems are weighing me down so much that I feel depressed over it. I blew up again today and called him lazy, and basically told him he wasn't allowed to play games until he finished his chores and the flies were taken care of, which makes me feel like I'm parenting him again. I don't want to leave him, but I'm not sure what else to do at this point. What would you guys suggest? So I guess things are going to go for the better. In my last post, I broke down some of my husband's behavior and how it's likely linked to undiagnosed ADHD. Several people suggested leaving him. Update: some things I left out of my last post that now seem relevant. I am disabled and often use a wheelchair or cane to manage my symptoms. I have a hard time bathing and dressing myself. I am occasionally reliant on the help of others. Part of why he neglects himself and chores is because he works a full-time job and has to help me. These weren't issues until my health began to deteriorate. Some of his behavior is rooted in PTSD from a highly abusive relationship. I packed a suitcase and was getting ready to leave and stay with family when my husband came home. He saw the suitcase, asked what was going on, and we had an actual conversation.